Hey guys, today I'm gonna show you how to rent your own Minecraft server at Gportal and also how to set it up. First of all, very important, if you want to rent a server, make sure to use the link in the video description because then you get an additional 10% discount on your server and support me at the same time. So let's get straight into it. First of all, you have to create an account and log into Gportal, and then you will end up on this site here. Then we can scroll down and most likely Minecraft will be in this list here. If it's not here, then you can go to all servers or on the left side game servers, and then you can just type in Minecraft here. There we go. By the way, here you can also see that the discount is applied here. And yeah, now we can choose between Java and Bedrock. We're gonna choose Java here, and then you can either choose one of the presets here, or we can configure our own server. Also, you can, yeah, if you want a paper server, for example, you can choose it right here. But we're gonna configure our own server, so you also can see this function here. There we go, and here we can decide again which mod we want to play. Here's Forge, we got paper, but we're gonna go with vanilla. You can choose the gigabyte for your cloud, but we're gonna stay with 2 because I just want to show you how it works here. We're gonna go with 3 days, and since I'm living in Germany, we're gonna take the Central Europe location. If you live in the USA, then you obviously have to take, for example, Washington, LA, Dallas, or New York, and so on. So then we can click continue. Now you see the discount is also applied right here. And then we can choose between PayPal, credit card, instant bank transfer, PaySafe, and yeah, pay with your balance. We're going to choose this one. And now it's already, yeah, the server is gonna be installed right now. It's loading. By the way, there's no cut until now. Yeah, so I'm gonna tell you when there's a cut, but you also have to see how quick we can set up a whole Minecraft server. So there we go. This took around 20 seconds now. And yeah, now we can theoretically just click here. So the server starts. It will take a few seconds again before the server is started. Now it's running, loading a server. There was no cut, by the way. And now we are ready to go. No cut. Here, now, first I'm gonna explain you how to join your own Minecraft server. And later we're gonna go through the basic settings. Like, I'm not gonna go too deep into settings because, like, most likely you will either be someone that already knows how to set up a server or someone that has no experience in putting it on any settings. So, first of all, to join the server, we need this server address here. So just click here and copy, and then go into Minecraft. Let's click on multiplayer then, and then add server. Now you can give your server a name here. Let's say Regun test server. There we go. And then just paste in the server address here and press done. And now you see the servers here, and we are on our server. So yeah, it took us around 3 minutes to like go to select the server and be on the server. So you see it's very, very quick. But I would say let's go and check out the settings. So here we are now. Let's go through this one real quick here. Yeah, basically you don't need anything of this. Here you have your advanced access data, also your FTP access data. These are important if you want to install mods or something. I've made a or import another world onto your server. I've made a different video on this. I'm gonna link them in the video description, so make sure to check them out if you want like a deeper side into yeah, transferring your survival world on the server or installing different mods. But you will need these data for that. Yeah, but besides that, we don't need this page. Let's go into the basic settings. And here we have yeah, multiple things that we can choose. First of all, if you change anything here, the server has to restart. So if we're gonna choose a different mod here, you can, for example, choose paper, then the server has to restart. So we're gonna make Minecraft Vanilla now, latest version. You can also go to older versions here. These are the oldest, 1.21. And yeah, let's go into the basic settings then. Here you can change the name. We can just type in Regun's server. You can choose, like, if you transfer a world into your world folder, then you will have a selection of different worlds here. Now we don't have one since we haven't imported a world into our server. Then you can give the world a name. You can choose a world seed. Yeah, so here you can choose between creative, survival, and so on. Difficulty, peaceful, normal, hard, whatever you want. You can turn PvP on and off. You can choose the player slots also later, so you're not stuck to the player slot selection you're going to choose early. You can enable broadcast. A whitelist, if you don't know what a whitelist is, it's basically a list. If you put in names of your friends, let's say you put Remake and Regant in, then only these names can join the server. This prevents people that are not, that you don't want on the server, they can't join because they have to be on the whitelist. No one else can join on the server except he has admin rights or something. Then you can allow flight. Normally the presets are already good, so you basically don't have to change a lot here. But yeah, you could turn on flight here. You could also turn off the nether, but it does make sense as you see. Enable command block, force game mode, so they have to join in the default game mode. What is also important, you can turn on hardcore if you want. You can also go into different, into flat world, large biomes, some stuff like that. But default is fine here. What is important here? Spawn monsters and spawn NPCs, obviously. Like, you could theoretically don't let monsters spawn or no animals if you want a challenge. If no animals spawn, it's obviously much harder to get food in the early game. But yeah, these are just fun options that you can play around with. Here is the whitelist. So if you want a player to join, being able to join, you can just type in the name and add to whitelist, and then the player with the name can join the server. Same with operators, it's working same like whitelist, but operators have rights, and you can decide how many rights they should have on the server. Like 4 is the highest, 1 is the lowest, but these would be moderators or supporters on different servers. Then obviously you can also put in some bans here. Let's go to the file manager. Normally you don't have to do anything here, so yeah, we can skip this part. Also, same for the console. Normally you don't do anything here. You can use these commands all in-game. So probably know some of the commands here. Region fixer, we also don't need this one. Now we come to a very important thing here, restarts. Like if you play regularly on the server, I would recommend you to have like 3 to 6 hours, every 3 to 6 hours a restart on the server, just to reset everything and debug everything. So I would recommend the maximum time would be 6 hours between the restarts, and the minimum would be like 3 hours. Then, very important also, backups. You can create a manual backup by just press here, create a backup, and then we will create, we will shut down the server and create a backup. So in the best case, you can do this while you restart the server, or shortly before you restart the server. Backups are super important. If you don't know what a backup is, it's basically an earlier version of your world. If I would play on this world right now and I did a backup 5 minutes ago, the backup is like the version 5 minutes ago. So if something happens, let's say I'm dying with all my stuff on me and I want to get it back, you can load a backup. Or if your world gets corrupted for any reason, or something bugged away, you can load the backup and then everything is there again. I would also recommend turn on automatic backups. You can choose a time when the backup should be done. Like for example 5 AM, no one is awake at this time. So at this time always a backup will be done automatically for your world. So you always have a maximum of 1 day loss if something goes wrong. And then the last option here, we have permission. If you, for example, play with your friends and you go on vacation and you can't host the server, like if you can't change anything, you can give other users that are registered on Gportal permission to do the same stuff that you do here. So if you can just type in a username, and this user that you add here will have, like, he can change the basic settings, the restarts, the backups. So make sure to only give the permission to people that you really trust, and don't give it out to randoms, because then they could mess up your whole server. So that's it basically. Don't forget to use the 10% discount link in the video description if you want to rent this server. And if you have any more questions, just ask in the comments down below, and then hopefully see you in my next video. Bye!